honeybee. This is part of the Uncle Evans and Aunt Flossie old house where the Strode post office used to be a porch around it, big front porch, and this is part of it that's left on the location where that it was originally built, and I don't know what year. Aunt Flossie had a lot of flowers. I can remember she had at the end of this porch, she had a shelf down through close to the eaves. And she always had that lined with flowers.
How close can you get to them?
Well, that's pretty close. So you can use your zoom lens. Now, if Uncle Johnny was living, he could get right. See, that's the yeller bee there. That's the one that's tamed. Uncle Johnny would walk up there and sit down right beside of it.
Do you know when Uncle Evans built this house?
No. Leroy could tell you. Now you can go back to your records and find out who this is.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that's husband and wife right there.
He died exactly 3 months after she did.
Uncle Evans and them's daddy.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm gonna say that little white one over there, now that must be his.
This dawned on me, Janetta M. Strode is Janetta Minerva Winsey Nancy Turner Goodall Hippenstall Ferguson Strode. She was named all those names because the family didn't want to upset the neighbors. All the neighbors wanted to name her a certain name, so they give her all the names. Melissa J. Strode. Born July 15th, 1859, died April the 21st, 1902. Mary Florence, daughter of L.R. and M. J. Strode, born June 21st, 1804, but died May 9th, 1895.
Where?
Margaret, wife of Theodore H. Arnold, born May 5th, 1826, died December 28th, 1897. I'll have to look this up to find out who she is. Rude. What's it say above it? Omit? No?
I can't make it out.
Daughter of J.F. and M.E. Emmert, born and died March 18th, 1890. She was born dead or something. I just wanted to get this on tape. This is a place I can just barely remember. House is burnt now. That's what's left of it. This is Uncle Johnny and Aunt Leila's place. Aunt Leila lives on around the road here on the right in a little white brick house. But I just wanted to have this on tape because I remember coming over here when I was little. But I remember I was at home one night on the kitchen floor playing Matchbox cars. And Mama got a phone call. And it was Aunt Leila telling her that Uncle Johnny had passed away. He had a heart attack. He was pulling out of this drive. He's pulling out of this drive right here. Got right down there close to the highway and had a heart attack in his truck. He stopped the truck. That's where he died. Right there in that driveway. Must be an old well case in here. Where the house used to be right now, where we're walking. Uncle Johnny and Dad always walked up and down to the spring. That little building there used to be Uncle Johnny's shop. He had a refrigerator in it and kept cold drinks in it. He always worked down there. I'll show you the spring in just a second. There's the spring house. And a very large spring that come right out of the whole house here.
Uncle Johnny always gutted his hog. He fixed that up there so he'd have something to hang them on. And he's right here, just dip the water out of this big hole of water here. And wash them down.
William Kirk, September 27th, 1879 to April 19th, 1966. Bertha Strode, November 6, 1882, June 12th, 1956. Kirk Walden, December 27th, 1905 to May 18th, 1981. Vera Jane, September 29, 1911, July 4th, 1953. Reverend Emmett, September 13, 1908. What church is this? Monroe Baptist Church?
Used to be Old Mount Herman.
This is the Old Mount Herman Cemetery. Monroe Baptist Church. Evans, July 20th, 1904 to December 29th, 1992. Flossie, February 8th, 1895 to January 13th, 1976. Do you know how long Uncle Evans was in the nursing home?
No, 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years?
Yeah. And Bible chest. And this is where the Grandma Biggers and Fred is buried. Her last husband was a Biggers.
August 14th, 1880 to January 26th, 1944. May 8th, 1886 to September 27th, 1969.
And this is Uncle Evans' son right here. He would have been between me and Leroy.
Evans Strode Jr., born and died February 21st, 1937.
Well, see, I was born in...
Incidentally, I've seen this grave. I have no idea who it is. Hewlett Strode, 1846, May 9th, 1923. I have no idea who this is, but maybe I can look it up in the family tree. Perhaps not, may not even be kin. This was Dad's first sweetheart. She got killed in a tractor accident. That was her parents.
She was 11, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Where the cattle fed. Right out now, and we had the big brooder house. That may be the brooder house right yonder. But all this is in fenced-in chicken lot. That's where we had all them hens. Had a big brooder house that had kern in it, and then we had a big hen house.
And this is the spring right here where
we kept the milk when I was a little boy, back in the 40s. See, when you save it all, even though it's a little stream, the air trough run this way, across this way. And we had a pipe that run down from the spring up there. See, this is all sitting on solid rock in here, honey.
Yeah.
And the road went round this hill. It went right down through here and around to get to the bottom. Here, the fence went up through this bottom line. Right down here where we crossed, and we'd go back through these. We had a great big farm back in here that they've sold off of this since J.E. bought it, or it might have been sold off before he bought it. And the planes would land over there in that bottom, across the creek. That was about the only place, I guess, around here that they could land.
That didn't go with this farm?
No.
Okay.
No, it just goes, this farm just went to that creek.
And this,
must be coming down to get them a drink. I hear some cattle.
yeah, I see them over there.
And they may be rounding them up.
They don't round them up. I'd say they know when it's time to come to the barn, don't you?
Now that's probably still on the Curtis
I believe it is.
place.
I believe that's across the creek.
Yeah, but I mean Curtis has owned it. Sam Hagan owned it, and he sold it to Bernie. All you see back over in yonder, here's the line over here. And all you see, and it went clean back yonder towards old Monkey. Yeah, they just coming down to get in the creek, ain't they? That there. Funny, we kept all that cut with bar hook when we lived here. And he'll run, you know.
I see it flew up.
I don't know what kind it was. But right along over in there now where that slid off and covered that fence up.
Huh.
Probably right along in yonder. I know it wasn't right down in the very lower end of it.
Oh, was this fence here when y'all was here? Is this here?
No, I'd say that wasn't, but we had a fence along here. That could be a possibility that it could be that old. Because they made the wool more like that. We pour the milk out after we run the cream separator.
Yeah. Whoa, wind's picking up.
Man, breeze feels good. I'm trying to pick it up.
Huh?
I always thought right over here, honey, would have been the prettiest place for a house.
Yeah.
Right here on this point.
Yeah.
Right over there. All in Archie. Went out there down there to the backer barn and to the that old rent house.
Yeah, you can still see where the fence row was.
Yeah.
Where the old road went.
Yeah. Now this would have been back in the 40s. And then Thad Might, we bought his place. It was right up yonder. It's all gone. And of course that holler down through there was in woods. On down in yonder, you can see where they've dove it
Into the bottom.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that pond wasn't there.
No. No, that's all in Archie.